Hey everybody, Asher here. Welcome back to Starsector, where we have half of our fuel tank just about, but that still doesn't do very well in extended sector. I promise I will put up my actual... You know what? I'll just add a paste bin link to the description here for what my adjusted sector settings are. I've had a few people ask, and I keep forgetting to put it in the comments. So maybe if I put it at the beginning of the video, you all remind me to do just that. But yeah, with adjusted sector, things are a lot bigger, so fuel doesn't quite get you as far, even though our fleet is not substantial, but neither is our tanker count. So fun times. I did not mean to suspend all repairs. What are we doing here? Anyway, I was wanting to explore a little bit more down here. Of course, obviously, one of the issues is that our closest gate, not bounties, we're not concerned about that bounty. There's only 6 days left on that. Screw that. Is Lethia, unless we can find something else. But in other faction developments here, the pirates now officially do not like us again. Shocking, they've already been attacking us anyway. But that means other factions are kind of a little maybe more open to us. At least they're suspicious of us, except for the Hivers that hate everybody. And the Syndrian Dictat, who just really don't like my fuel prices, I guess. I don't know. Not that I have fuel prices, but we're going to go a little less boring here today. I know Ryan Reynolds would say boring is best in a certain Hitman's Bodyguard movie, but we're just going to fly through these watchtowers, fly into artillery range. We are sitting in an asteroid belt here. I kind of want to just do a flyby of these other planets. Part of the reason for that is that we do have hostile remnant forces sitting on the outside of the system here, and I want to buy myself a little bit more time. And it looks like we have another ping right here. I have a feeling that's an artillery thing here. That's probably exactly it. We have a watchtower. Yep, watchtower hostile. So are we flying towards the artillery right here? Wait. A giant weapons platform is in orbit around Beta Al Negan. Well, I didn't mean to click on the planet, but we know it's here. All these things, we can't fight them yet. But we do know it exists, so that's fun. There's our happy little weapons platform. This, as we say, is hostile space. So, it's time to leave. It's nice that they're not, like, exactly shooting at me. They just know I'm here. They're like, you've been flying around everywhere. How curious, you human. Anyway, the hegemony doesn't exactly hate us. The Auroran Federation, I think that's who's over here. Yeah, Auroran Federation doesn't exactly hate us either, so other than the pirates, we may be able to find some stuff up here. Was there another planet I wanted to explore first? Because this second line, it means that we're okay. I think I kind of wanted to see what this orange star was, so we'll do that real quick. We have Space Ghost, Coast to Coast following us here. Wanted status. Your name is clear, and there is, to the best of your knowledge, no price currently on your head. Thanks, game. What a good thumbs up to get. After so many episodes of running for my life, all it took was punching a pirate. Who knew, right? That should be in, like, all of your self-help books and stuff. Hey, are you feeling a little down? Punch a pirate. That'll make anybody feel better here. Now, we have, a windy arid, a water world, and a barren world, so right away we have some inkling of civilization, as I have to suddenly see what my phone has exploded with all of a sudden. Alright, that's not exactly a surprise, but nothing that I can deal with right now. Okie doke. That's the fun thing about trying to do this on my lunch break, is that lunch break is not universal. So we do have ruins around this place, maybe around both of them. We have another... Oh, our first cryo sleeper. That's another thing you'll see in the adjusted sector settings, is that you can change the amount of cryo sleepers in the... we're going to do captain's log. That's not the word. Control backspace. Captains. There we go. I was hitting tab too early. Cryo sleeper. Is that you can adjust the number of cryo sleepers that are in the game, and I have honestly upped it quite a bit. So we're going to do a survey here. Perform a survey. Do there appear to be ruins here? I actually don't know. It is habitable. We have enough supplies. Let's do it. Okay. Boring. I guess boring is best. I did say that already, didn't I? Anyway, domain era probe. We do have defenses that we will engage. And we're going to throw everybody at them because that's what we do here. And hopefully we don't lose anybody. So what's been our play usually? Let's go and remember how these controls work. Because as I said last episode, my March is a disaster right now. So I'm trying to play what I can when I can. I will say it's a little disappointing that there has been kind of a chilling effect on playing Kerbal Space Program due to the bugginess. Number 2, obviously. Number 1 is still all well and good. But it's one of those things where it's just like I have to be in the right mood to fight the game, because it's good in places and then it's not, because obviously busted game is busted. But that's okay. Obviously, as you can see, difficult circumstances are not something that I am necessarily afraid of dealing with here, but that's a lot of missiles flying towards this thing. That's a lot of missiles flying towards this thing. I should remember to have my shields up. But yeah, these guys are like little experience sponges. I should definitely not be in the middle of a crossfire here. Please help. Everybody help your captain, Hannah Kesslier. I mean, I am paying your wages. You should consider that for just a second. That you don't want the person who cuts your checks to die, even if you hate them from time to time. Probably not a good idea if you want to continue getting paid. Okay, this thing is taking a lot of hits. It's got to have like some good armor here. But we're done there. The nice thing is that these are nice little warm-up snacks. There's obviously fights that we can do that are more complicated than this, but at the same time, we just have really what it comes down to is we just need to farm some experience in this setting of the Nuzlocke run. We've actually burned through all of our story point bonus experience, which is a little hilarious here. Not real exciting weapons here. I've had some suggestions to go home and restock my weapons. That's certainly a nice idea. The probe... okay, there doesn't appear to be anything useful in the probe other than parts. So that's okay. And if we look at the domain cryosleeper, there is still the same guardian. Now, I technically could probably fight this okay with a slightly larger fleet. It's just one, and if I can get a surround on it, I can probably beat it by attrition. But we're not there yet. But it's still good to know. We do know that we have ruins here. So, Waterworld, decivilized population, doesn't really give a lot yet. Good organics, good rare ores, extensive ruins. So it's a class 5, but not a very exciting class 5. I could mine for water. Oh man, the Belters would love that. Had a little bit of talk about The Expanse in the Discord recently, and it's one of those interesting shows that it's you don't think too hard while you're watching it, and you can enjoy it pretty well. Because if you start thinking about what's going, what is that? Auxiliary refit package. Huh. Interesting. But if you think too hard about some things while you're watching it, then suddenly you get out of the enjoyment zone and into the, wow, why do you all keep doing stupid shit zone? And sometimes when you're watching stuff late at night while everyone else is asleep, that's how it goes. I actually haven't watched the last season of that show. Okay, we have plenty more fuel now, so that was a pretty good stop. I still kind of want to go to Nacio first, just so we can do it. I think, yeah. I kind of want to swing back over here. We may do a little bit more exploring, but our name is a little clearer. We're kind of on phase 2 of the run now, which is we still have some very, very, very dangerous stuff out there. We still have a lot of space to explore. I think phase 2 is going to come a little bit down to trying to find some more gates to get some more good pathways around hyperspace, and also maybe try to make some friends, such as Sierra, who's floating out there somewhere in the distance, as well as Midnight Dissonant, who we have met before but now has a new updated face, because we need to get moving. The Hivers are obviously moving, although the looks like people are actually trying to take it back to the Hivers, so good for them. One thing that I did not anticipate with including the actual Hivers and having them in here this time is how much of an effect they would have on the economy just by how much shit they produce. I think it's made for a very different run. That's not a bad thing. But let's move it on up the train station here. Alright. I think we've already... Okay. I guess technically, yeah, it's going to guide us to the best jump points. So, transponder on, because it's the hegemony. We're only suspicious. And what else do we have here? We have a scavenger. We have a tanker. We have a mining station. Ooh, I could actually start hitting some of the stuff up. Now, let's double check Captain's log for a second. Not like that. Do we have anything out of this system? This is why I make these logs here. Doesn't look like we do. I don't know if we want this tanker, though. I do not want this tanker for a story point. That's for damn sure. All right. So we have the mining station over here. We have the hegemony over here. Did we actually salvage this? Because technically it doesn't belong to anybody. We found a plentiful volatiles location. I'm going to take all this ore in a second. Because I think we can sell this to somebody. Apparently the Iron Shell would pay a pretty penny for it. But if I'm able to dump this all on the colony, that would be great. Also, soil nanites, while a good default option, not necessarily something that's going to save us here. So let's see, we're losing 28 per day. Let's get over here. Hello, trade friends. We're going to sell this on the open market. Because what does it really matter? We have plenty of money. We're just trying to let them know that we are good Star Citizens. But not that good, because Star Citizen is a... Is it a game, or is it a means to take money away from people that are really excited about virtual spaceships? You could say the same thing about Kerbal Space Program, and you would be right. Alright. Do we want to keep this? We probably do. We want to keep that. We can sell that. We have better. So yeah, all open market trading. Look at us being good little citizens here. Even if we cannot fill our fuel tanks. Even with the black market stuff. Is that even worth it? I don't know, man. Alright, so... there is your happy little patrol. LOL. I could totally take them on. I'm not going to, but I totally could. And yeah, I think we do. How bad would it be? Whew. That's why you double tap. Jesus Christ. All this in a mining station once again. And Gengay. Is that Gengay? Genga? I should know what the circle over it means. Reversion core. It'll perform an emergency recall of all fighters and generate an integrated swarm to support them for the rest of the battle. Interesting. That I could actually make some use out of that. Plus, that's a lot of shit to sell. Almost from a mining station that got left here. So if we examine the pod contents, that's a lot of shit. 52 supplies per day. How are we towing this? Really? Really, pirates? The hegemony is going to support my forces here. We could attempt to disengage. We have 3 story points. We could try to fight alongside the hegemony, but we know how that works out. I'm gonna just story point out of this and let them fight. We need the bonus experience anyway. Plus, we're going really slow. Really? Game? Are we actually using 2 story points here? Like, that's a mining barge. 18 deployment points. Like, we have... It's a bunch of cruisers. Versus our tiny shit. Okay, screw this. We are going to do special maneuvers that drops this ore on the ground. That's unfortunate. Alright, well... You know, some space station right there. That would have been really nice to have in support of us. Alright, well, let's buy some supplies here. You know, I didn't really need those anyway, did I? I'll just do this as well. Are the pirates actually going to do anything? Did the pirates just actually disappear? Why are you pursuing my fleet now? Okay, well, you know... We're trying to leave here. Oh my god. Okay, let's just go full retreat. Everybody leaves. This is just beyond stupid. These pirates are good. They're staying out of range of all the stuff here. And we've got to look out for little frigates on the left and right, so... I didn't need those story points anyway, apparently, but... Just the pirates staying outside of the range of the other place is pretty smart. Actually don't have any command points. That's cute. Are we going to be able to make it out alive, or are hegemony friends going to be left in the dust? Because right now somebody, if we look at the video feed here, somebody's taken all the hits from these things. Now maybe I could have taken those guys on. It's true. That is entirely possible. I'd hate to lose a mud skipper here, but I might. And this time we are just... Why are you guys trying to, like... Oh, hello. Oh, no. Not today, old friend. Remember this fun? Titans fall the hardest. I guess they do. Don't they? Well, if I can get the rest of my people out... Can we just please retreat? Please retreat? Any day now? I mean, we're at the edge here. Where's my retreat button? There we go. So we're all gone. So that's a hegemony shuttle. That wasn't ours. And that might have been ours, but it's gone now. So let's just leave. You know what? I know when I'm not welcome. It's like, you know, I'm trying to hide my identity and hide my ability to be seen because there's maybe pirates that are trying to kill me. And leave it to the hegemony to be like, yeah, you little piece of shit. You know what's awesome? What's awesome is that we're going to arrest you for trying to hide from people that are trying to kill you. That's... Some things never change. Let's go visit the Aurorans real quick since we need a little more fuel and maybe... Boy. That's a pretty substantial fleet. Should probably be flying with my beacon off. Alright, we are faster than them, though. Especially since they managed to fly into the nebula. So this is where I'm saying maybe we make friends so we don't constantly get, like, murdered out here. It's not so... I mean, yeah, technically that is something I've done before. Maybe it cheeses a little bit of challenge at the end here, but I hope you understand that we're, like, just a few episodes into this series, and I don't feel like I've been spinning my wheels, but damn, it's not been easy either. We didn't actually get to look over here before because we were constantly getting chased, so let's do that now. Maybe we'll run into some agony just for good measure. We might. Alright. And on this salvage, so there's a red dwarf, gas, desertic world. Doesn't mean it's full of dessert. And I have a feeling that's some Agni basking in the sun, but we'll check anyway. Because if it's not, that could work really well for us. It's stationary, so it might not be. Weapons cache, sure, why not? With volatiles, no less. That is an interesting blueprint. Should probably learn these blueprints before I die. I mean, not die, but ooh. Those are the kind of things that I can definitely add to my ships somewhere. Alright. And we have even more things flying around here, so... An orbital habitat and a mud skipper civilian transport. I don't think I want a mud skipper out of here, but I want to at least see... Oh, there is something here. Oh. Well, we're definitely not using a story point for a mud skipper, so that's easy. Orbital orb hab. Interesting how none of these are defended. Oh, they have lobster fest too. And a shit ton of organics. I don't know if I want to, like, trade this back and forth, and that was a weird truck that just pulled into the wrong driveway. Ah, fun times. Okay. I could leave this here and pick it up later. I might do that. Alright. Just because we are near civilization, did I forget to double tap? I did. Alright, let's see what's down here. So, Gas Giant and Arid and Lifeless World, and we got another ping over here. So, good exploration stop. Let's just not worry about the story points that I've totally burned. And we have somebody investigating over here. I wonder if they're looking for us. The data pods... Oh, look. That wasn't data pods. Those were people pods. Wow. We're getting some really damn good gear here. TBH. Alright. I kind of want to know, are you guys just prospectors? So that's not a big deal. Really? Game. Alright. Well, you could always see what's down here. Oh, ruins. Well, that's fun. Because I definitely don't have room to do this. But we're going to do it anyway. So you can always put things in a stable orbit and come back for it later. Okay, I thought that was another pristine nanoforge. It's just a stellar reflector core. I don't know if we're going to need that. There's a lot of things I don't know if we're going to need, but we're going to take some of them anyway. Alright. We're a little over on supplies, but it's fine. Okay, that's probably the prospector. Did we skip this barren planet? Yeah, it's just the prospector. So we got something else by the gates. Oh, wow. Just a regular old saturation bombardment. And it looks like somebody's in hot pursuit of us all of a sudden. So we're gonna kind of ignore down there because we need to jump. Probably wanting some kind of data or something. You know, those boring things. But yeah, we'll go up here. They're surely not going to chase us out of the system, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, what do we got here? We got a stable location and kind of a boring red star. Okie doke. Once again, we are going with one story point. We're actually almost level 7, too. If I can get some good trades here, or a decent fight, this could work out. Let's see where exactly I'm jumping near. We're jumping over here. We have our pirates up here. I am going to have to keep my beacon on for this, but... That's part of our new life here. So, see, we have our defense fleets here. These guys are all way too advanced for me to try to pick a fight. But maybe with some good above-the-board trading, we can have a life. That's a different-looking orange giant. Wonder if that's mod-specific. Yeah, like, we could almost fight some of this stuff. And if we could just buy stuff from these people, like, ha ha ha, our fuel worries are over. Ha ha ha. Apparently they don't sell non-military ships here, but that's fine. Get our sleepy time music. Yeah, we're going to sell above the board again, except for harvested organs, which we can't. You know, you guys can have that. It's fine. We're going to sell that to maybe pirates, so pirates can build it for us. You guys love lobster? They actually kind of do. Okay. Soul nanites we probably don't need. We already have logistics cores. And sell all this survey data. So what's taking up all my inventory? The fact that we don't have a lot of inventory is probably one of the problems. Alright, well. Love that Nvidia's still around. Alright, so... happy days. Technically, I could try to, like, get commissioned by, some of these people. That's interesting. 771777. I almost had a good number. Almost. Dockside bar. I can make it yours for 41,000 credits. Inazuma light cruiser. You know. I can't use it yet, and I can't use it for a while. But that's a ship. With 3 built-in armaments as well, front shields. Pretty fast. I'm going to decline because I have to check my captain's log and make sure, but I think I am going to go for it, and I may just drag that mothball style with me. Because remember, we do have our fleet restrictions. I don't technically have a classification for a light cruiser separate from cruisers. So it's definitely not a destroyer, I'll put it that way. But we're going to decline for the moment, but only for a moment here. Concerned man at a table here. Wants me to go up to Legio. How does Legio feel about me? That's a lot of ore that I can't deliver, so I don't care. Shadowy Booth, hello, Miss Flores. With a dead drop over where? What? Oh, spy satellite. Around where? Kazaron? No. No. It's always like, hey, let's do this around, Let's do this around the worst military place we can where you will totally get busted. So we don't have any ships right here, and there's a possibility that I can get stuff from other planets, but there's also a possibility that if I leave here, this deal is gone. So I think we're going to FOMO it here. I can't store the ship here, is one of the issues. But this is a good ship. And a ship is in hand is better than 2 in the bush. Not really phrasing, it's just an old saying here, but we are going to get that. So in Inazuma, we did make that joke before, got some commentary on how often that term is used, but Captain's Log Inazuma bought here. That's the thing, I can't buy ships from stores, but I can get them from events like that. So that's what we're going to do. We cannot use the ship right now. So what that means is that we can't benefit from, like, its cargo space and everything. I really hate mothballing this right away, but we're going to have to. It does have 3 built-in guns, and it still has 140 deployment points. I thought it had 3 built-in guns. It's supposed to have 3 built-in guns. That was what was advertised to me. But anyway, it has 2 built-in guns. I can't read, but... And then the Auroran Engineering. It's a fun ship from a mod that I don't have, and there's never a guarantee that I can even get anything from this. So if we go like this, we still have fuel to get to the core worlds, or more importantly, we have fuel to drop this off at Epsilon the Spareth. So maybe we do make our way back up. I was originally thinking maybe we explore over here, but, you know, I think it's probably better given the circumstances, especially if we want to go visit Midnight Dissonant again. I could technically just go to Cassadar and gate back up. I think that's probably the best move, because we can always get down here. The problem with this gate now is that Maggie's hates us. Rip the best diner. I mean, we never had the situation of Spaceballs, where somebody orders the soup and they get a little song and dance. But there we go. See, good trades, good things. You get experience for trading, not a ton, but it still counts. Let's go over here. I forgot to check and see if there are officers available. I don't really need officers right now. My god, we're getting our anime music now. Why do I keep trying to buy storage? I know the rules of this save. What am I doing here? Anyway, this Auroran Federation, not... Oh my god, I think the cats are really starting to protest that it's actually now close to their food time. Okay, animated storyteller is telling me about... Oh my god. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to, like... Oh my god, it's a pirate. I get to fight pirates to get that? I'm gonna take note of that just to stay away from there. So, arms dealer about buying illegal weapons. I could get them to build me weapons. As you can see, I have a lot of ships. And what I would say is that, once again, I can't buy ships. I can build ships. I haven't settled exactly on what the rules are going to be for blueprints. I don't want to, like, just spam one type of ship here, but I do think that some of this stuff, since it is interacting with the games allowed... Oh my god, that's an expensive... This is all very expensive meatballs. I'm gonna just... That's... Okay, this has got to be not just my blueprint, she just actually has everything on board. I'm gonna put it like this. If this lets me develop a contact with someone who can build this many weapons, I will do that. But I'm not going to spend my entire bankroll for weapons that I can't get, or ships I can't get. I technically I already got a ship from here, so I can't just get any ship from here. But weapons, ain't no rule about weapons. Like a large energy weapon, that's fine. A Gatling Lance. It's better on paper than it is in person. The Invocation Launcher. Standoff support. There's, I'm sure... Oh, a bee shooter. I could just shoot bees and just shout bees every time I get there. If I could just get... Not the Blackout. Blackout kind of is not my favorite. I hate doing the menu stuff like this, but we're gonna do it like this. So Gatling, Lance Glare, Akita, Blackout. Like some of these are really nice. But I don't know these mods well enough. Purposefully, I don't know these mods well enough to make it work. I do know the Giga Scrap Shot and the Glaive Beam are both hilarious weapons. So you know what, we're going to do this. And we're going to see here if we can develop this contact. 60 days until delivery. And the pirates don't hate me quite as much. So Kittery Addison. Let's check our contacts here. Do we have Kittery Addison as one of our people? I don't know yet. Wow, you look like you've seen better days. That just makes me think of like one of the Wall-E people. And I know my fat ass can't throw a lot of stones here, but yeah, I've been very disappointed with that contact. Yeah, I think we need to go back over here, because if we do some work for her, we may be able to drop that hostility down. So that's the plan. Okay, dockside bar, not too much here. Cool. Okay, well, it's something. I don't know if we're going to do something again pretty soon. Technically, we did business with the pirates who hate us. It's fine. Go back to sleep. Enjoy your singing in the background. It's fine. See, this colony, this is a little more what I expected. Complete with the cat ears. Or bunny ears. Oh, the something ears. Okay, woman in a private booth. What? Sinister woman in a private booth. Would like us to work together. You want a steady supply of 9 harvested organs. You might want to talk to my dad about that. He's sitting in like the dead place right now, because he could, but he may still have something with harvested organs. Here, you approach shady figure, and we're not in a position to hire a shady figure yet, but I definitely want to do more with that. So underworld boss here. Everybody's just hanging out at the bar. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't mind going after the Persian League, but I have other shit to do. So there's our visit here. Do I want to visit? We have Favonius, we have these two. You know, I would love to see if potentially I could get like another level before we go back to the other shit. We're not too far off. And I don't know if that would just be like profitable trades. Would get us a level here. Just a good fight would get us a level. Decent exploration. Technically surveying might get us a level. Because upping the level would up the ship cap. And I'll tell you, some of these things, like some of these exploration missions, if I could do my ABCs and remember what these are. Like pirate base, survey acidic world. That's not exactly close, but those kind of things. Definitely stuff that we could do to better our situation here. You are a Star Federation tourist. I bet you are. So, side station, Aurora. Favonius is one of the most evocative and popular tourist planets within the systems. A visit here sparks the senses, the bright, relaxing yellow sun that isn't scorching thanks to quite a dense atmosphere of the planet, as well as a constant breeze circling slowly around the planet, especially on the equator, don't know why I can't say that, can quickly calm any tensions present on the planet, making it an ideal place for peaceful negotiations. The intoxicating fragrance of incenses and clove oil also hangs in the thick tropical air. Peanut sizzle! Oh no, don't be allergic. But peanut sizzle at roadside stalls, petal-strewn offerings smolder on busy sidewalks, and traditional dance and music jangles against the buzz of people chatters. Which makes me wonder once again, because this is something I have to deal with my kids in school all the time, with peanut allergies and stuff like that. What if you're going to have negotiations with somebody, and somehow in the future, the fighting off a peanut allergy, like an EpiPen or something, is stuck behind one of these LPCs, except you have to plug it into a human, so it's like you need your DLC to fight this, and someone dies of a peanut allergy during their peaceful negotiations. I don't know. That's the dumbest fan fiction I can possibly come up with today. So, look at this dockside bar. We have an angry woman in an expensive suit who's supposed to be calmed down, and apparently she is not very calm. A rakish man. My voice is cracking here. We do have another dead drop. It is not super far away from the core worlds. I'm going to do that one. That's experience. And contracting underworld bounties. Now, we know... I'm probably not going to do this one because I don't want to fuck around with the shadow yards. But we also know... First off, we can't take this, even if it's mostly freighters. That somebody's probably going to possess and start blasting at us, so that's fun. Yeah, that's fine. So, Favonius is a silly place. There's a gate. Of course there's a gate here. Why wouldn't there be a gate here? Oh, I should check for gates earlier in the game. Alright, scanning. And how much does it take us to get up here? We got fuel for that. Alright, cool. So, that problem solved. Let's go visit over here, and then we will just try to drop our shit off, because technically this is mothballed, and it is gonna be a drag on our fuel supply just a little bit. So that's kind of exciting. The newest, latest giant super faction that took Reddit by storm sometime last year. Also has some good shit. Oh, if only I could transverse jump. I should have checked to see where the pirates are. Fortunately, they're not close. Nope. Not close at all. I could try to punch a pirate again. That's always an option here. So where are we? Okay. Decommissioned space habitat. Kind of want to investigate that. Because if I can stash a ship around here, that'd be great. Privateer. Not going to bother. Okay, so New Aurora. This looks like your faction homeworld here. Alright. Definitely smells like a faction homeworld. Has an Auroran dimensional nanoforge. As if this faction didn't have enough. I did put them in specifically because they're overpowered. So let's not get too crazy. I mean, technically I could try to get commissioned by them, but why? Could sell one of these to him just for funsies. Look, guys, we're friends, right? Oh, good. We got our storyteller here at the history here. A history of us running away. We don't really have the story points for this anyway, so we're just going to do a promising lead to make the donation and get something better. Cool. Let's see what's over here. Okay. Decommissioned space habitat. Sweet. So once again, we're allowed to use this to store ships. Technically, that's not our ship. We would just be stealing somebody's ship. I don't know if I want to do that. I could store the ship here, but I'm not going to. But that is really good to know. Oh, that's some nice custom graphics. Hey, we have a bunch of weapons to sell too, y'all. This Auroran Modular Purifier. You guys and your stuff. Just, you all have the best stuff. Make an eye at the pather and walk into the back alley. So, she'll give us a base, offer to join your fleet instead. Alright, chaff with the chaff. This Hiver mining, no. When you said Hiver, I tuned you out. And you want me to do some other stuff. It's fine. I think we got what we need here. Let's go visit the Independence. I don't know. Like I said, part of me kind of wants to see if I can punch a pirate near the pirate base here. But the other side of me says the dead drop should be sufficient. This is a really large system. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It is a blue supergiant. Alright. Let's see what's up here. Vernilion Station. This guard spacer says we have another terraforming rig. What's a more manageable target here? It's fairly close. We could probably actually do that one. I know what this is going to turn into, but I'm going to accept it anyway. But yeah, one of these is going to get possessed and we're going to have ourselves a fight. We're not going to play the tabletop game yet. Maybe there'll be another episode where I can dedicate to that. Do I dare go after Entrailius over here? I don't know, man. I think we drop off our shit in the pool. Well, we've got something going on here. Like, we get experience for salvaging one piece of metal, right? I mean, worst case, if the pirates come chasing after us, we can always run away, right? Maybe it won't be like that stupid hegemony that just decide, you know what, we don't want to help you out. But once again, this is a really large system. There may be better places to pick some fights with pirates, but I'm still curious about what is nearby here. We have a pirate station, no description, ... yet. Okay, so we do have someone running from our fleet, someone that's probably pursuing our fleet. Alright, well, they e-burned first, so we should be okay. See, like, they suddenly get very brave when it's like this, because I'm pretty sure I could take that fleet with what I got. We just don't want their buddies in with them. So let's see if they keep coming after us here. Okay, we got a survey barren world. Is that any good? Not really. Alright, well, like I said, I could try to punch a pirate, but it seems like the pirates don't want to cooperate with the punchiness. What are you? The Cerebus Freighter. Surely nobody will be upset if I'm not going to recover that. It's a lot of invasions all at once. It's like the Metroid is in captivity and the galaxy is not at peace. Alright. Legio tourist. Well, Legio's neutral with us now. I mean, here's the fun thing, y'all. Why aren't you just using the gates? They're right here. Like, they are literally right here. Everybody wants to be a tourist. Who's that touring? Hegemony tourist. Like, that's gotta suck. It's like, you're part of the Legio Infernalis, like, planetary structure here. And suddenly you're like, hey, we want to go on a tour. It's like, really? And yet when that tour's done, you're going to return to your hellscape? Sure, friends, sure. By the way, for our accepted quest here for the dead drop, I don't know about that. We have 85 days. I'm starting to get into my time a little bit here for this. We have a pirate bounty over here. Do we have any gates nearby? Not really. And that's not a safe gate. So that may not work. Well, let's start doing what we need to do here. Like, my goal was to find another gate and I found one. So fly, Hannah, fly. All right. And if we can get into a little bit of a tussle along the way, that's fine. We don't need our beacon on here. It's like they still know who we are. So it's the Reuters. It's always the Reuters. I need to actually remember to properly jump. And then Epsilon Lesperith here. We're up here now. Confusing the map is my goal. How am I doing? Alright, are we going to try to get jumped by somebody is another question here. Not by you guys. Okay, so where's our outpost here? Still wouldn't mind, like, having a in earnest colony at some point, but first things first. Let's drop the kitties and the new spaceship off the pool. And we still have all the stuff that we can do here too, so manage a colony. We can get fuel, but it's a terrible price. We can put all this shit into storage. Seems fine. Now, one of the reasons I want to come here between episodes at some point is to refit my ships. Because we do have a lot of good shit that we can totally refit with. May as well put you in storage too. And the harvested organs. You never know when you're going to need organs in a jar. On the Oregon Trail? No. Let's bring the Space Marines. Let's drop off some crew. This is fine. You never know when you're going to need some Marines, right? And then put you in storage. So what do we got so far? We've got this heavy assault cruiser, this light cruiser, another civilian transport. We've got 2 more destroyers we can take out. We've got the mule, so we're pretty well set for the next level here. Open the comm directory. Nobody today. I didn't check for officers at any of those places, but it's fine. We still have the orbital lab that we haven't messed with. Some of those are we can combine ships into stuff to get other ships. Let's see if we can do this dead drop before the bell tolls here. All right. So our accepted dead drop is all the way up here. Of course it is. Where's our closest gate? Of course we have a... Okay, so we have Echo Gate, and we have that, and we have a dog that is probably upset by some kind of delivery because, you know, we got to have animal interactions at some point during this. That's just the rules. So there's a mercantile convoy. If I was living a pirate life, maybe I could knock them off. I still do think I could have taken that one pirate fight. I don't really regret not taking it, but I don't think we're in a position where we just have to run away from everybody like we have been. But we're not stupid. We're going up to a pirate station here. We're not going to go in with our beacon on. That would just be dumb. Like, they recognize us, clearly. I'm going to trade on the black market because it's pirates. And why wouldn't you trade on the black market with pirates? I probably could have sold some stuff here. Once again, the hivers are just doing a fantastic job of muting the benefit. Oh, you guys are really pursuing my fleet right now. Well, remember when we had story points? We don't now. Okay. They're very brave to take us on next to Maggie's. That one's on me. Probably could have been a little more careful there, but it's fine. It just means we're flying without a net, which is the whole point of Nuzlocke anyway. So cool. The irony is that they definitely would have been running away from us at another point, but that's why they go after us when the station's there. And let's not forget, it's not like they're unjustified. I kind of did punch out some people that were just hanging out outside in space, so travel through the gate. We're going to go to Echo here. That's a pretty substantial amount of stuff, but that's okay. Oh, Rest Station is actually having a bad day here. Okay, reminder, is this place actually safe? We have a lot of shit here. I probably should have checked beforehand. Warning beacons? No, not really. We just have a bunch of stuff hanging out open. All right. I am sure there's some other terrible danger that I'm forgetting about here. But we're not going to worry about it right now. We're just going to do our dead drop. Nothing bad is going to happen. We are out of story points. We are flying against the space intestines. No, we're not. We're up here now. This game doesn't know gates very well. There's actually, Nan is over here. Nin. Looks like we have, Kingdom of Terra colonizing another shit place too. So, good on you, friends. And you know, I didn't even visit Midnight Dissonant yet, but I think that's going to be a very high priority goal, is to make good so that when these Ordos are around, they're not immediately trying to crush, kill, destroy, murder, death, kill, any of those. Also, it is very nice that our money situation is still so good for how hard we've been bleeding credits. Oh, remember when I said we didn't want the Ordos to do anything here? Oh boy. Everybody retreat. Everybody retreat. Here's the thing. Is that if we die, we will die knowing that it was my irresponsibility at the 56th second of this episode to get myself taken out. We're going to have a bunch of shit coming for us here. We're going to lose some ships along the way. But if I can just get the fuck out. What I should have done was gone dark, so it would have slowed myself down. But that's not what I did. So we gotta fight our way out. And unfortunately, these remnant ships are really fast, and we may be able to get out, we may not. We're not the slowest shit either. But we're definitely gonna lose some shit here in just a minute. Alright. As long as I don't get blasted from behind. Obviously, there's my guns. We know this ship has flux issues. We've almost made it out. If I can just hit enter at any time, please. Okay, that's probably bad. I'm pressing enter. Well, awkward. We lost some ships. We lost our captain's ship. She's not dead. For a reason why that I can try my best to demonstrate in the next episode. Because I think you all who've been sticking with the series for so long deserve a bit of an explanation for what is practically plot armor here, but it's not like true plot armor. There's just some other issues that are going to come up. But look at our fleet. It's a little worse for wear. We don't have a lot of room for crew. We actually don't have a lot of crew at this point. Space Marines down. I mean, it's tough, but this is Nuzlocke here. Just you get one little misplay, and we've been working so hard. Burning all those story points at the start could have prevented this, but here we are. This is my own fault. But all the more reason to try to come to an understanding with these guys. Alright. Oh no. Are you serious right now? So we got some Agni shit as well. Can we just get up here? As long as you all are basking and not pursuing, I will be okay. But we're here. Does this get us the experience to level up? There we go. So granted, we got some improved relationships here. We did not level. Dumb. I mean, damn. So all that mess, and I didn't even get what I wanted. Well, that's okay. So we're in a bit of a pickle. We lost our logistics ships for the most part. But this is recoverable, clearly. We're just going to have to get a little more creative. Because if we look at the captain's log here, it's not a run-ender. even losing Hannah's ship is not a run-ender. But we will talk about that. I'll have to think about the best way to approach that here. Because if you noticed, she did just pop up in another ship, and I had to move somebody else over. There's a reason for that, and it's not to do with the mods. It's more of a conceit. But we'll talk about that next time. I can't get the stuff here. We're so close. We're so close. We could actually fly back to Joy if we wanted to, but it's probably better if we go ahead and visit the gates here. But yeah, there's still a lot of systems, and there's a lot of hyperspace where we can pick up logistics ships as well. But we are flying without a net, and that's what this looks like. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We will do this again next time with a little bit more of a backlog here. Not backlog. A little bit of backstory update to let you know, now that Hannah's actually been eliminated again, where everyone else survived, why she's still here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.